You know that feeling when someone hands you a beautifully wrapped gift, and instead of feeling joy, your entire nervous system goes into a quiet state of panic? While everyone else in the room is smiling and waiting for you to open it, you feel a sudden, crushing sense of pressure. You immediately start performing. You overthink your facial expression so you don't look ungrateful, and your mind instantly starts racing to figure out exactly how and when you can buy them something of equal value to pay off the debt. For you, accepting a gift doesn't feel like a reward. It feels like a trap. Society looks at people like you and calls you modest, humble, or just difficult to buy things for. You are told to just say thank you, relax, and enjoy the gesture. But psychology suggests there is a hidden truth here that no one talks about. This isn't just about being polite. Your discomfort with receiving gifts is a profound psychological defense mechanism. For you, receiving isn't a treat, it's a threat to your independence. But this raises a heavy question. Why does a simple act of kindness feel like a heavy burden on your chest? What exactly is your brain trying to protect you from? To understand what your brain is protecting you from, we have to look at human history. For thousands of years, our survival depended on living in tight-knit tribes. In those tribes, resources were scarce, and sharing wasn't just an act of kindness, it was a transactional system of survival. This created what psychologists call reciprocity anxiety. In ancient times, if someone gave you a share of their hunt, you were now in their debt. If you couldn't pay them back when they needed it, you risked being cast out of the tribe. Evolution hardwired your brain to recognize that there is no such thing as a free gift. When someone hands you a present today, your modern brain logically knows it's just a friendly gesture. But your ancient, primal brain screams, danger. You are now in debt. This is why you instantly feel that suffocating urge to immediately return the favor. To your nervous system, a gift isn't a warm, fuzzy bonus. It is a high-interest loan. And until you pay it back, you feel like you owe that person a piece of your freedom. But why are you feeling this so intensely, while others can just smile and say thank you? Why did your mind become so fiercely allergic to being in someone's debt? Psychologists suggest that the answer to why you hate receiving gifts almost always lies in your past. Did you grow up in an environment where care and love felt conditional? Perhaps you only received good things when you performed perfectly, when you got the best grades or behaved exactly as you were told. Or even worse, maybe gifts in your household were later used as ammunition. You know the feeling. Someone buys you something, and weeks later during an argument, they throw it in your face, saying, "After everything we've spent on you." To protect your younger self from this emotional trap, you developed a survival mechanism called hyper-independence. Your subconscious mind adopted a strict, unspoken motto. If I don't need anything from anyone, no one can control me. Today, every time someone hands you a gift, it triggers that old childhood alarm. Your brain doesn't see a present, it sees a hook. It sees an invisible string attached to that gift, designed to pull you back into a position of vulnerability and manipulation. But this defense mechanism carries a heavy, hidden cost. It turns receiving a gift from an act of connection into a battle for your own self-worth. But here is the hard truth you might not want to admit. Your discomfort with gifts isn't just about protecting yourself from others. It is also about how you view yourself. At its core, accepting a gift requires a high level of vulnerability. It forces you to accept the idea that you are inherently valuable, that someone wants to do something nice for you simply because you exist, not because of what you can do for them. But if you struggle with low self-worth, a gift creates what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. Your brain thinks, I don't deserve this. Why are they wasting money on me? You feel like a fraud, as if you are tricking the other person into caring about. This is why many people who hate receiving gifts are actually incredible givers. You love buying thoughtful presents for others because being the giver puts you in the driver's seat. It gives you control and it allows you to feel needed. But being the receiver, that forces you to drop your armor and sit with the terrifying idea that you are worthy of love without having to earn it. Beyond self-worth, there is a deeper layer to your discomfort, the fear of unspoken expectations. For someone who has experienced emotional manipulation, a gift is never just a gift. It is a contract you never signed. You look at that box and you don't see a present. You see a debt that can be collected at any time. You are terrified of the strings attached, the invisible threads that give the giver power over. Your mind subconsciously prepares for the moment they will say, "How can you say no to me after that expensive watch I bought you?" Or, "I've done so much for you. The least you can do is this." By refusing to feel happy about a gift, you are practicing a form of emotional distancing. You are keeping your guard up so that no one can ever hold their kindness over your head. You would rather pay for everything yourself, even when it's a struggle, because paid in full is the only way you feel truly safe. You aren't being ungrateful, you are being hyper-vigilant. You are protecting your freedom at the cost of your joy. So how do you learn to breathe when someone hands you a gift you didn't ask for? First, you have to realize that your hypervigilance was a gift you gave to your younger self to keep them safe. But you aren't that helpless child anymore. You don't have to trade your soul for a sweater or a dinner invitation. Psychology suggests that the ultimate act of healing is learning to be receptive. It's about understanding that when someone gives you something, it's often a reflection of their capacity to love, not a measure of what you owe them. By refusing to let them be kind to you, you aren't just protecting yourself, you are accidentally blocking the very connection you've been longing for. You are allowed to just say thank you. You are allowed to let someone else take the wheel for a moment. You don't have to earn your place at the table, and you don't have to pay back the air you breathe. The next time someone offers you a gift, try to see it not as a debt, but as a mirror. They are showing you a version of yourself that is worthy of care, even when you aren't doing anything to deserve it. Maybe it's time to stop fighting the people who want to love you. Maybe it's time to finally let the armor go.